stadium. It's the Houston Cougars and the Oklahoma State Cowboys. Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with you. Holly Rowe down on the sidelines, and Holly, a little familiarity in this one.
Well, guys, Coach knows this is going to be a hostile environment. He said these kind of matchups are always fun when he's going against a former Nick Saban assistant. As you know, they have a pretty famous text chain of guys who came up under Coach. They have some similarities, but they have some differences. What I do know, it's always a good game when these guys match up. Back to you.
We'll keep an eye on that, Holly. So Oklahoma State's offense makes its way onto the field to open this game. And last week, you want to talk about a guy using every tool in the bag from the running back position. David, this guy did it.
He was a monster. And I think when you turned on the tape this week, you saw it, man. So many different ways he can hurt you, and he can be a focal point of this offense. The defense,
Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. Across the 50 and knocked out of bounds at the 48. An explosive play gets this offense working. And the Cowboys come to the line on the heels of that big pass play. He's got the first down. He stopped, but he's got enough to move the chain. Moving into scoring territory at the 36 on first down. Out wide left, it's Powell. Touchdown, Cowboys. Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone. Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they get it into the end zone on a 36-yard touchdown pass. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So Houston's offense coming onto the field, and we'll get our first look at them in this one. Let's see if they pound away with Dremeco Green. Here's a guy that can really deliver tough yards on the ground for this offense. The give to the single back. There he goes. Good, solid run on that one. Up to the 33-yard line. Here comes the offense on second down. He's looking to throw. Fires left. He is lucky to get that one back, and the last thing you want is to turn it over on your opening drive. Man, is this place loud right now. The Cowpoke faithful bringing it on third down. They'll try to get it through the air. Gets it to the back. He ended up losing yardage on the play, and that'll bring up fourth down. Houston will be forced to punt. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. On the return. And he's going to get it up to about the 29-yard line before he's brought down. So the Cowboys offense heads onto the field to start this drive. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. The snap wants to throw to start this drive. Trying to escape and get it himself. He goes out of bounds, maybe a step shy of the 40. They're going to mark it at the 39, and a really nice pickup there. From the 39-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Straight ahead, it's Sellers. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play. When you have a conference as deep and balanced as this Big 12 is, it's important to get off to a quick start in conference play.
Yeah, you're going to be challenged each and every week here in the Big 12 Conference. Since they've expanded, the quality of this conference has gotten so much better. So, David, big challenge here to make sure mentally your mind is right starting this season off today.
Yeah, I mean, to make your dreams come true, it starts one game at a time. The old...
Snags it, and he's open. The 30. A huge gain on that one before he ran out of bounds, and he has the first down. The Cowboys come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Run in the red brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Right back to it. Pistols firing. Touchdown, Cowboys. How about this back staying on track and getting it in on the option?
One thing this team has shown early this year, it does not take them long to find their footing. They get off to fast starts. That was critical for them winning their first game, and you've seen it here in this one too. They show up ready to go. There's no sleepwalking. I think you got to give this coaching staff a ton of credit for putting their players in good positions to have success.
The Houston offense ready to go back to work. They've gotten off to a sluggish start and need to put something together on this drive. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage. The Cougars trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Wants to go up top on second down. Looking for a huge play. And it's incomplete after taking a shot on second down. They're staring at third. Trying to pick up a first down. Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Setting up the screen. He'll be stopped a couple of yards short. Needed to get it to the 35, but they'll spot it at the 33, and it'll bring up fourth down. They boot it away. On his way back from the 20. Slips through the line. He's going to get loose. Touchdown, Oklahoma State. Special teams proving to be special.
Hey, kick it to him at your own will, man, because that dude has a jetpack. He can absolutely fly. You see why they got him back deep, man. Catch it, let people kind of get an angle on it, and he just goes soof and takes off, erases angles. His speed back there as a punt returner, man, is it dangerous.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Here comes the Houston offense once again. They haven't exactly burst out of the starting blocks, and they need to get something together with this possession. The give to the running back from the shotgun. Picks up a useful 5-yard chunk out to the 30-yard line. Line getting set on second down. They'll go to the air. Still looking. Trying to make magic on the scramble. Slides past the sticks, and he converts on second and long. Great awareness on the scramble. It'll be a first down from the 49-yard line. Wide receiver going in motion. Tells the play fake. Wants to throw on first down. Got his man to the left. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. Houston going up tempo.
And as soon as the receiver caught the ball, you saw the quarterback start communicating to his teammates what the next play was going to be, because they're now changing the tempo and going fast.
Off play action. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play. They'll need a bunch on second down. The throw on second down, and they need a lot. Out wide right, it's Drake. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one.
I love the anticipation on that throw by the QB on the out route. You got to throw it before the receiver comes out of his break. Nice work.
They're going to go to the air on third and short. He'll pull it down and run. That'll be enough for a first down, and they've got it at the 16-yard line. Looks as if we have an injured Cowboy on the play. Down to the 16-yard line, it's first and 10. They're looking to pass from the red zone. Lets it fly. Touchdown, Cougars. Grabbed in the end zone to put 6 on the board.
And sometimes these games can snowball. You get down 21, next thing you know, you look up, it might be 35. Nice answer, put a drive together. Now the defense has got to get you a stop. Then you try to put another drive together. One possession at a time, try to climb back in this football game.
He'll return it. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. First play of this drive comes from the 14-yard line. Running inside, it's Sellers. Works his way ahead for 3. They'll spot it at the 18. Second and long here. From the gun. Oh, pressure's coming. He'll pull it down. Nice run there to keep things moving before they force him out of bounds.
There's nothing more annoying defensively than this. You got a guy bottled up, great coverage, boom. He escapes out of it, pulls a rabbit out of a hat. Next thing you know, he scrambles, gets a first down. Now I got a new set of problems I got to deal with.
They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play. Long way to go on second down. Softened him up with a run, and now to throw. Quickly to the tight end. They get him out of bounds. Couple of yards short of midfield. They'll mark it at the 48, and this offense is rolling. Guys, that's the end of the quarter, and Oklahoma State has the lead here. They wanted to strike first and strike hard, and they've been able to do that here in the first quarter as we take a look at the stats. Now the challenge here, they've taken a punch, but they can't let it get out of hand as we start the second. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. They'll move the wide receiver. From the gun, it's Sellers. Turning it on! 9-yard pickup on the play. It's now 2nd and 1.
And I like the thought process on offense here early in this game. They're giving their bell cow the ball early and often. There are a lot of coaches that outthink themselves, and they think, you know, we're going to throw the ball to set up the run instead because everybody on defense knows our guy is the focal point. But this offense is just keeping it simple. Let's just give our best player the football early in this game, and let's just get him into a rhythm.
And the Cowboys will snap it on 1st and 10. Rush right in his face. Just gets rid of that one.
You know, a big part of a quarterback's accuracy is his ability to step into throw. Be accurate. You've got to be able to be on balance, stepping in and following through. And because of that pass rush, that QB had no shot.
The ride. Stopped right there.
And just nowhere to go for that runner. He had no choice. That defense, they were bringing it up front. Everybody winning their one-on-ones, and they completely had him surrounded.
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Hauls it in. He's going to come up about 5 yards short of the line to gain.
Well, I got to give the defense credit on that. 3rd down, they were almost anticipating some throws to the outside. They took it all away, so they forced the quarterback to go into the middle of the field on the drag route where everybody could converge on the receiver and make the tackle short of the 1st down.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Here comes the Houston offense out and ready to go. After giving up that score, now it's incumbent on this offense to kind of get a back and forth going, Jesse, in this game.
They got to put some points on the board here. There's obviously a lot of football to go, so it's not necessarily panic time just yet, but I'm getting the ball into the hands of my best playmakers on this drive.
I hear you. My defense, I mean, I'm not trusting them to get a lot of stops, so it puts a lot of pressure on this offense.
Motion from the wideout. The play fake. He finds a dead spot in the middle. They got him free for a big gainer to the 43. The Cougars come to the line after the big connection and going back to work. Tells the run, wants to pass. Slings it downfield. Left side is straight. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 with the first down. Fresh setter downs going to the air. Caught in the backfield. It's Green. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. Houston wants to play fast. They just keep firing. Fires to the wideout. He's got it. Touchdown, Houston. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
A big question mark for this offense coming into the year, guys. Who could score touchdowns? Who are going to be their biggest playmakers on offense? This guy scored in the first game. He's off to a great start in this one with that touchdown. This guy looks like the real deal.
That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. The Cowboys come out to get this drive started. They've got the lead here. Last time they settled for a field goal, but David got to find that balance between being aggressive and careful.
And I think they'll take that. I got the lead, Palmer. I got the football. I got to take care of the football, put a nice drive together, and just get some kind of points on this drive.
No doubt. Lots to be happy about right now if you're this team. I think for this one, though, on this drive, it's about finding the one-on-one matchups that are in your favor and then exploiting them.
And look, this guy has some serious moves, and he tried all of them and still didn't get loose. Second down, gonna throw it. Right side, it's Slater. And an absolutely fearless tackle, giving up size, still got him on the turf. Third and short from the 44, and we might know if they plan to go for it on fourth down by what they call here. Powers inside. That'll be enough for the first down, and they'll mark it at the 48.
Wow, the running back there showing you his skill set as he's able to rip off that one for a first down.
The Cowboys are flying down the field. Got it behind the line. It's Powell.
The defense has their hands full trying to stop this guy in the slot. They're going to have to figure something out to bracket him, try and get 2 bodies around him, maybe get some safety help as well, because right now they do not have the answer for this guy.
And again, finds nowhere to run. Maybe got it back to the line of scrimmage this time. This feels like 4-down territory, third and short from the 40. They'll try to get the first through the air. Throws to the back. Makes the grab.
And I love offenses that are willing to find matchups and take advantage of them. Like, use your running back in the middle of the field. You want to use a linebacker, so be it. He can beat it. This guy has really good speed, really good ball skills, and I like the way they're using him out of the backfield.
And he's brought down after a nice gain. And the Cowboys have it with a 1st and 10. Looking to pass inside the red zone. They'll force him out of bounds after a solid pickup on the play.
And I think this is important for this defense. This will be a big key in the football game. Like, I got to limit the damage from that guy, because that's a QB that's dynamic, and he can make so many big plays. I got to string him out. I got to make him get to the sideline. But I will say this. I do want to hit him at the end of the runs. I don't want to let him out of bounds and let him get free carries. I want it to be physical. And those little runs, man, they don't look great in the box score, but I love when an offense stays on schedule and it makes those third downs more manageable, easier, harder to attack me now from the defensive perspective trying to get to me. So it's an easy, simple play for this offense, but I love it.
They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a first down. He'll keep it himself. Tough to run it this deep in the red zone, and he found nothing at all that time. The Cougars will use their first time out here. And now what will they come up with on this second down play? After getting knocked back, it's 2nd and goal from the 4. Looking for the end zone. And he breaks the play. Touchdown, Cowboys! Lining up for the PAT.
I love running backs that have a nose for the goal line, understand how to get there, finish strong into the end zone, know I get 6, and then go celebrate with your boys.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Wide receiver comes in motion. Out of the chute, quick toss to the right.
So difficult because my eyes tell me as a defensive guy, he's handing it off. The offensive line's blocking run. I got to go get it. Quarterback pulls it, throws it to the right. It's kind of like that hidden hat game. Like, where's the ball? I'm always trying to find that daggone thing.
Able to work it to the 39-yard line, and that'll be a first down. And the Cougars want to pick up the tempo.
It's just so nice as a coaching staff when you've got quarterbacks who make good decisions. And on a second and short play, you're throwing it, you're trying to catch the defense napping, you might take a shot, nothing there. Go get it yourself. Make the right decision to keep it, not panic, and get you a fresh set of downs.
Second down, gonna throw it. It's complete to the right. Timeout, Houston, their second. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. Fresh set of downs going up top. Bought a little time, lets it go. Out wide left, it's straight. Stopped after a good pickup, and he'll be just a tad short of the first down. The Cougars with a second and short to keep this drive moving. Back to throw, time running short in the half. Unloads to the wideout. Got his man. Out of bounds right at the 20-yard line. Edge of the red zone, and they have their eyes on a score. The Cougars, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. Trying to cap this drive with the pass. It's dropped after taking the hit.
Well, this offense has gone his way early and often in this game. They've gotten into a nice rhythm. That time, though, the defense was expecting the throw going his way, and they put a really nice hit on him to force the incompletion.
They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for one or two more plays. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. In the gun, looking to throw on third down. Under pressure. Nothing there, and he just had to throw it away.
Once you start to get down here towards the goal line, it's so much more difficult to throw the football. And you really want to stretch the defense sideline to sideline and use your speed and take advantage of the grass when you see it. They try to take a little bit of a shot down the field unsuccessfully. Nice job by this defense.
Splits the uprights right down the middle. And they'll trot off to the locker room after the field goal to close the half. And we are headed to halftime. Both squads headed into the locker room to make some adjustments. Gives us an opportunity to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football Studio Update.
Guys, so much to get you updated on, so let's get right to it here from the EA Sports College Football Update Desk. We begin our whip around with Florida, taking on the number 17 team, the Colorado Buffaloes. Now back to your game in Stillwater. And this has just been a passing clinic, really, by both offenses. They've effectively stretched these defenses, forcing the secondaries to cover every blade of grass, and they've still racked up big plays. Man or zone, pick your poison, or lay some blame at the feet of those pass rushers who can't do anything against the maulers on that offensive line.
First play of this drive. Here comes the heat. Swings it out to his running back. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage. And the Cougars now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Catch in the middle. It's straight. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short. It is deafening in here. The paddle people going to work. Third down and a big one for the Cowboys. Plows his way ahead. Breaks into the open. Inside the 40. At the 20. Touchdown Cougars! They fought their way all the way back, and it's a one-possession game.
I know it's early this year, but it's obvious this guy is a focal point in this offense. After having 2 touchdowns in his first game, he gets on the board here. Doesn't matter where he lines up, they find ways to get him the football, and defenses just have not been able to figure him out.
And he'll bring it out of the end zone. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Oklahoma State sends out the offense to start this drive. So after watching their defense immediately give up a touchdown drive here in the third quarter, they'll try to answer here. Dropped immediately. He got nothing on first down. A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on second down. Catch in the middle, it's Anderson. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down marker. Boy, could they use a conversion on third and short from their own 24. Stopped at about the 25-yard line, but it'll be a first down. The Cowboys come to the line with a new set of downs. Wants to throw on first. Out wide right, it's Powell. He stopped just a chain link or 2 away from the first down and sets them up beautifully here. And the Cowboys come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. From the gun, the running back has it. Still on his feet at the 45. A huge play, and they get it all the way to the 45-yard line. This offense lines up feeling awfully good after that big play. Drops back on first down. Dumps it off in the flats. Able to haul it in, but right to the ground he goes. Only a pickup of a couple. They'll need a bunch on second down. Looking to throw. Rushes on. Slides to the ground. He got away and picked up the first down on a second and long. Lining up from the 34 on first down. Fresh setter downs going to the air. Trying to get rid of it. He gets rid of it, but I don't think they're going to let him get away with that. Nope, here comes the flag. And the penalty accepted, and they'll move him back. With that penalty, the offense is backed up on second down. They're changing things up, trying to get everyone set. They'll run it. And he's able to bounce off one tackle, but still not a whole lot of running room. This will be the 8th play of the drive, but a great opportunity for the defense to get off the field. Unloads to the right. Can't make the grab, and this offense, which has been brilliant this season on third down, doesn't convert this time. The Cowboys will bring the punt team onto the field. He ought to be able to use his first punt to pin them deep. Able to keep them from getting a return, and the ball goes out of bounds. They're going to mark it right around the 20. Houston sending the offense back onto the field. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. Snap on first down, wants to throw. He uncorks one deep. Oh, it's picked off. Oh, at the worst possible time. Going the other way, and he's got room. Finally brought down, but what a play, not only to get the football, but to fit the field position with the return. This offense has it with really good field position. Looking for running room. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone.
You know, as a defense, you kind of want to force the give on the RPO. You want them to run the football, and you could tell maybe the quarterback wishes he pulled this. Small gain, but some information you gathered maybe for the next time you get to run an RPO.
Now the Cougars are going to use the first of their 3 timeouts. And that will leave them with just 2 timeouts to use the rest of the way. And the Cowboys trying to get a touchdown on first and goal. Push ahead on the sneak. Into the end zone for the touchdown.
This is like having an extra running back in your backfield. This quarterback is magic. When he decides to keep the football, he can make people look absolutely silly. He shows you on that play.
And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. Quick strike offense on that three-play scoring drive. It was finished off with the quarterback sneak. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Cougars offense takes the field to start this drive. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point of the game...
Oh, there's an alley on the left. And the big gain, they've got it on the 46. The Cougars want to move quickly.
Well, the defense just had to chase that guy down and make a tackle after a long run, and no chance to substitute. They got to get the play call in because the offense is trying to go fast.
Hit and dropped, and he got nothing on first down. Second and long here. Leaves it in his belly. Can't get him to the ground.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Third down, and this offense is already in a world of trouble. They can really use a conversion, not to mention multiple scores. He gets nothing. Nowhere to go, and it'll be fourth down. Trailing by multiple possessions in the third and desperately needing a score, they'll go for it on fourth down. Snapped it, and he has to have it. Big man has it. It's a first down and more. And he's brought down, but they believe the offense could convert the fourth down, and it paid off. The Cougars come to the line with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last connection in the passing game. From the red zone, he's going to throw it. Look out! Touchdown, Houston! And here they come, almost all the way back.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now in game.
Going with the ground game left. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up second and 10. This time they'll throw it. Time that hit perfectly to keep him from making the grab. It'll be third down. And now this offense will try to overcome that second down incompletion. On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Going for the screen. Oh, and he intercepts it.
And that's just excellent coverage. Want nowhere to throw the football. Look at everybody playing man across the board, and you still got the safety in the middle of the field. Nobody open, and if I'm the QB man, I don't need to force it. I don't force it into tight windows if it's not there. He throws it, unfortunately, gets the interception. Bad decision by the QB there.
The snap wants to start the drive with a pass. Lets it go to the end zone. And he can't find his man as he was trying to pay off this red zone opportunity. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Knocked down immediately at the line of scrimmage.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
Here comes the field goal unit as they'll try to take the three. Absolutely center cut. Put a three spot on the board as we finish the third quarter. We've reached the break. Oklahoma State is on top. And now let's let's take a look at the stats in what has been a nip-and-tuck affair. The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. They go back to work with a first down in the final period of this one. Quick give. It's Sellers. Good, solid run on that one as he gets it up to the 33-yard line. The Cowboys can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. The give on the counter. Oh, he's got some space. He's inside the 40. He'll work his way down to the 28.
Really nice job by the running back here in the fourth.
They've got a first down here. Want to start his bend to this season. We've got a great game here. Close ball game, fourth quarter. Couldn't ask for anything more. All over him immediately. Couldn't get him blocked on that last one. Now it's 2nd and 14. Now they're going to throw it. Firing for the end zone. He caught it. They make the tackle just outside the end zone, but it'll be 1st and goal from the 1.
This is a shootout. Both offenses up and down the field. They're generating explosive plays. It feels like which team has the ball last may win, but give the quarterback a lot of credit that. Again, he saw a beautiful look to take a shot into, and he throws an absolute dime.
That back had nowhere to go. Defensive line ate up the blocks, but how about the linebackers swarming in, coming in and making a great play on the ball carrier?
They'll try it again from the 1 on 2nd and goal. Push forward on the sneak. Sneaks into the end zone.
I like the aggressive play calling by the offensive coordinator on that drive as well. There are a lot of coaches that would have played it very conservative, very close to the vest, run the ball, and punt it away, count on your defense. Not this guy. He was going to take some shots, count on his own guys to get it done. And now with that touchdown late, they've got a 2-possession lead.
From a couple of yards deep, he'll bring it out. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. The Houston offense comes onto the field. Giving up that last touchdown was an absolute killer. Now it's a 2-possession game. They must get something here. Cuts it upfield. It's Green. Got the first down. He moves the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 33.
Man, who says you can't run up the middle anymore, right? Everybody thinks, I got to make big plays. I got to go way out to the left, way out to the right, way out in space. Nope, right down the middle. Nice blocking. How about the running back? You could tell the speed, the wheels, does a great job getting down the field, making a huge rushing play.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. Kept it on the ground. Now they'll throw. They're all over him. And he gets it just beyond the line of scrimmage before he gets down.
It's just so nice to have a QB under center. Nowadays in football, you can trust these guys. You put so much on their plate, and you tell them, go get positive yards when it's there. And a lot of these guys are such great athletes, they do it with ease.
Going to try to get it himself. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down.
And sometimes these QBs, man, you just want them to hang in the pocket maybe just a little bit longer. It's 3rd down. I got a little bit.
Hold on a minute. The offense still out there going for it in their own territory. Plowing ahead on 4th down. He's running free down the middle. The 20. He's at the touchdown, Houston. Hello. You thought they were done. They're not. They're back, baby.
This dude has been a problem today. Almost 200 yards rushing, rips off another long run. He has been impossible to stop. They've featured him, and Palmer, I would continue to feature him.
Yeah, I would too, David. I think he's the definition of a running back that gets better as the game. You give him the football, he just seems to get stronger. He seems to get faster. People do not want to tackle this guy for 60 minutes. He is putting on a show.
The give. Houston could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They're going to ride this running back.
And when you're down later in the football game, you got to start taking some chances. And that was a beautiful run blitz. Great job playing the probability, understanding it might be a run to run some clock. And they guess right, and they make a big play for this defense.
They can rely on this guy to pick up solid yardage when they need it, and he's out to the 43. They have it at the 43, third and short, trying to avoid making a decision on fourth down. Right side, it's Slater. And perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle as he gets him down at the 37. And the Cowboys are rolling down the field. A handoff, keep working on that clock. Timeout Houston, their second. They've got one timeout left now. They'll have to choose wisely as to when to use it.
No mystery on that play. With the lead, we are going to run the ball. You know it's coming, and we are running right at you. Right into the teeth of the defense, and they're still able to get a nice game.
Finds a crease at the 20. There he goes. Touchdown, Oklahoma State. Once he got some room, it was over. And with the extra point, the lead is a dozen here in the fourth. So that was a 6-play, 75-yard drive. And they finished things off with a scoring toss from the 33. Looks like he's going to bring it out. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. The Houston offense ready to go back to work. Time is running short. They've let this game get away from them a little bit. They must get something done here to have a chance to pull it out late. Brought down at the 21, but a really big play there to pick up 10.
This defense better not blink. I know they've got a lead here in the fourth quarter, but just look at who they're going against. This quarterback is one of the best in the nation. They cannot rest on their laurels. Someone's going to have to make a play.
Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down.
And we need more of this from this defense, man. They have let this guy have too much time to throw the football. They haven't gotten that jersey dirty yet, haven't sacked him. But this is just as good as a sack. Getting to him, hitting him, letting him feel the physicality of this game, and not letting him feel comfortable.
He's going to take off. And he has a solid gain on the play before sliding. Houston going up tempo. And with this place rocking, the crowd forces a false start. They'll take the penalty and move them back. Still third down, but a little less manageable after that penalty. From the gun, wants to pass. Keeping his eyes downfield. Fighting off the defender. Tackle is made at the 25-yard line, and that'll bring up a fourth down. The 2-minute timeout arrives, and we have certainly seen miracles in college football, and they will certainly need one here. Down by multiple possessions, they can't come up empty on this drive in the fourth quarter. They'll go for it on fourth down. Oh, pressure's coming. And he's sacked. Great work there by this defense.
And that just about does it. That about puts this thing to bed. The offense, listen, they had to go for it, but now defense, this is the situation where you say, I'm just going to eat clock, up by 7 possessions, eat clock, get out of here with a W.
He stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there. Eager to get the football back with as much time remaining as possible. The defense uses a timeout. 1:53 showing on the clock. Well, they were trying to run a sweep, but they got put in the dustpan real fast.
And defenses understand I cannot let fast guys get on the edge. I got to get that ball turning back towards the middle. Really good job of understanding that. Understanding if it gets too far outside from them big boys, they aren't even in the play. They're just chasing and running. So nice job by the defense not allowing that ball to get outside.
Never a doubt. Right down the middle. And now the lead is even bigger.
I really like the decision by this offense because now they got to score 2 touchdowns. Time is not on their side. I can stay very, very conservative. Use that clock. I like the decision by this offense.
Here comes the Houston offense once again. They were really aggressive going for it in their own end last time and put them in a tough spot, David.
Yeah, aggressive, reckless. They got to find the balance with this offense to really be productive. And last possession they went for it. They rolled the dice, Palmer, and it didn't work out for them.
Yeah, if you're better on 3rd down moving forward, though, you can keep yourself out of those situations.
Right back to the air on 2nd and 10. Out wide right, it's Green. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Looking to throw on 3rd. Rush right in his face. Being chased. And they'll spot it at the 38, and that'll be plenty for the first down. Now this team has consecutive wins, and when you start expecting to find ways to win games and you expect that you perform well enough to do so, that's really hard to stop.
It's a mindset, Reese. This team has it right now. You can tell their players trust each other. Big situations arise in games. They're looking at each other in the huddle on the sideline, expecting to make the play that's going to help them win games. This team incredibly mentally tough right now, David.
And you start to build that mental toughness when you start to string together positive weeks. You start to string together positive plays. Now you know you can do it. It's not